Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
That's Mary J. Blige. Today is her birthday. Drop a bomb for Mary J. Blige.
So happy, but the answer lies in me.
You ever know that one person that can't sing?
I do.
That tries so hard
that we can be happy.
That actually tries to mess up the song.
I want to be happy. Yeah.
There's some voices that should stay in the shower and should never leave the shower.
Now let it breathe. Man, drop on the clues bombs for Mary J. Blige, damn it. Whoa. Boy, that Be Happy is an instant mood changer. You hear me? There's not too many songs that can instantly get you in a better mood. I don't care what you're going through. Even if it's just for that 4 or 5 minutes that song is playing. Incredible. Incredible.
We know you're not a singer, but let's get in some front page news. Morning, Tez.
Good morning, DJ Envy, Charlamagne, and the guy.
Peace, Tez.
Let's start off with some quick sports. Now, NBA, just want to tell you guys, Kawhi Leonard signed a 3-year extension, and that was worth how much money? It was like $180 million. They didn't put the number, I don't know why, but it was like, I think, $180 million. But let's jump right into it. Where we start with, DeSantis?
Yeah, we're going to start with the GOP debate that happened yesterday on CNN. The Iowa caucus is next Monday on Jonathan Major's favorite day, MLK Day. So they'll be going to the polls. And last night was the last GOP debate. Now, this debate was between Ron DeSantis and Nikki Haley. Vivek Ramaswamy did not qualify for this debate due to low poll numbers. So it was just those two one-on-one. Both had the same amount of talk time. DeSantis talked for 44 minutes. Nikki Haley talked for 42 minutes. Here's a recap of them challenging each other. Take a listen.
Time people come down, she caves.
He's only mad about the donors because the donors used to be with him, but they're no longer with him now. And that's because he's upset about the fact that his campaign is exploding.
We don't need another mealy-mouthed politician who just tells you what she thinks you want to hear just to try to get your vote.
You can't trust what Ron's saying. But this is a bigger issue. This is more than him just constantly being desperate and throwing things on me.
We need to fly a flag of bold colors, carrying the banner of putting the American people first, not the pale pastels of the warmed-over corporatism of people like Nikki Haley.
Well, first of all, bless his heart, DeSantisLies.com.
The biggest news for tonight, in addition to that, was Chris Christie dropping out the race a few hours before the debate. Some people said, when did his campaign even start? But he was in the campaign, and he dropped out. But he was caught on a hot mic. Been a lot of hot mic caught this week. Let's take a listen to that.
Yeah, I mean, look, she spent $68 million so far, just on TV. Spent $68 million so far, $59 million by DeSantis, and we spent 12. I mean, who's punching above their weight and who's getting a return on their investment, you know? And she's going to get smoked. And you and I both know it. She's not up to this.
She hasn't even been. She's still 20 points behind Trump in New Hampshire, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And he's still going to carry out, right?
Yes. Oh, I talked to DeSantis called me, petrified.
You know, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I don't know why the GOP doesn't move Trump out the way and put Nikki in his place, because saying Trump has baggage is an extreme understatement, so replace him with Nikki. But I also didn't understand why spend so much time, Nikki and Ron, going in on each other when they both are so far behind Trump.
So far.
Like I don't understand. Like what are you trying to prove by out debating Nikki Haley, or what is Nikki trying to prove by out debating Ron? Like the competition is Donald Trump.
It's way in front of y'all.
Yeah, and she mentioned that too. She said that this debate was not about her and Ron. It was about Trump, exactly what you said. Now, at the same time, Trump was over on Fox News doing a one-on-one town hall speaking, to folks who are interested in what he had to say. And this is his response to Chris Christie dropping out the race.
Chris Christie was in, and he got a hot mic I heard about. I thought actually the bigger story wasn't the fact that he dropped out. Nobody cared too much about that. But he had a hot mic where he was talking to somebody about the weather, and he happened to say that she doesn't have what it takes. She'll be creamed in the election. And I mean, I know her very well, and I happen to believe that Chris Christie is right. That's one of the few things he's been right about, actually.
So you don't think it changes the dynamic much?
I don't know if it does or not.
Chris Christie, Donald Trump should have been like, Chris Christie can never finish running. He's never finished running in his life. Look at him. He can only run for about 1 or 2 minutes on the treadmill.
but that would be both of them. They both can't run more than 2 minutes on the treadmill.
Yeah, but I know for whatever reason, nothing sticks to Trump, right? Like he's only 3 years younger or 4 years younger than Joe Biden, but never gets called old. He's probably about 30 pounds lighter than Chris Christie, but never gets called fat. Not like that. Not like Chris Christie does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now they did address Trump's character. The question was asked, should Trump be in leadership again? And this is what they both had to say.
Do you believe Donald Trump has the character to be president again?
Well, I think the next president needs to have moral clarity. I think you need to have moral clarity to understand that it's taxpayer money, not your own money. I think you need to have moral clarity to understand that when you're dealing with dictators in the world, that we always have to fight for democracies and human rights and protecting Americans and preventing war. And so when you look at Donald Trump, I have said, I think he was the right president at the right time. I agree with a lot of his policies, but his way is not my way. I don't have vengeance. I don't have vendettas. I don't take things personally. For me, it's very much about no drama, no whining, and getting results and getting them done. So I don't think that President Trump is the right president to go forward. I think it's time for a new generational leader.
Well, I'm running because I'm the guy that's going to be able to engineer a comeback for this country. I appreciated what President Trump did, but let's just be honest. He said he was going to build a wall and have Mexico pay for it. He did not deliver that. He said he was going to drain the swamp. He did not deliver that. He said he was going to hold Hillary accountable, and he let her off the hook. He said he was going to eliminate the debt, and he added $7.8 trillion to the debt. So we need to deliver and get this stuff done.
We should care about character, but nobody cares about character. Nobody cares about purity. When will folks realize clearly voters don't care about any of that stuff? They don't want purity or morals. They want politicians to be effective, and folks feel like Trump is effective. And it's amazing to me that Ron DeSantis is up there talking about all of the things Donald Trump didn't do as far as what he promised, instead of focusing on the fact he's got 91 criminal charges. like we shouldn't even be talking about, what he didn't get accomplished while he was in the White House. Like the fact he's got 91 criminal charges and attempted a coup in this country should be enough for people not to want to vote for him.
All right.
But clearly it's not.
All right. Well, that is front page news. What we got next hour, Tess?
Yeah, we're going to talk about it was a clown show yesterday. Congress, a lot went down yesterday. You guys might want to break out the fans on this one because it was a lot of tea going on.
Yo, drop one of the clues bombs for the reporter who was asking Hunter Biden the tough questions as Hunter Biden was walking down that hall. I laughed at that a lot. I'm trying to find the video so I can repost it.
But
my God.
We'll get on the next
talk about
hour.
it at 7.
Get me Joe Clark from Lean on Me too. You smoke crack, don't you? Get me Joe Clark from Lean on Me before we do that story.
Now get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open. Again, 800-585-1051. Call us up right now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up.
In the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. What's up, Tez?
What's going on? DJ Envy and Charlamagne the Guy.
Peace, Tez.
Let's jump right into it. Hunter Biden.
Man, yesterday was a circus, to say the least. Very entertaining. He popped up yesterday unexpectedly attending the hearing about if Congress should hold him in contempt. Let's go to CBS for the report.
There was some high drama on Capitol Hill today after Hunter Biden made a surprise appearance at the House Oversight Committee. That group has been weighing whether to hold the president's son in contempt of Congress. At issue, Hunter Biden's earlier refusal to appear for a closed-door deposition. He instead offered to testify publicly. House Republicans want to talk with him as part of their impeachment inquiry into his father. 30 minutes into today's hearing, Hunter Biden walked out without responding to any questions.
Yeah, so a lot was going on. Republicans were throwing shots all afternoon. Representative Nancy Mace, she went there talking about white privilege and mentioned who has balls and who doesn't. Take a listen.
You are the epitome of white privilege, coming into the Oversight Committee, spitting in our face, ignoring a congressional subpoena to be deposed. What are you afraid of? You have no balls to come up here.
Okay, then after that, Marjorie Taylor Greene had this to say about him being a coward.
Sits here with a smug look on his face and runs away when it's my turn to talk. Not only is he a criminal, but he is a coward.
Then after that, he went outside and reporters, going back to what you talked about earlier, Charlamagne, they walked up on him and his attorney and asked him about crack. Let's take a listen.
Would you please, I'll answer your question if you be quiet and let me make a statement, okay? What kind of crack do you normally smoke, Mr. Biden?
I'm not mad at any of that, you know what I mean? But I do feel like you got to keep the same energy because, President Donald Trump and his administration, they've ducked a lot of subpoenas, from Congress, and I've never heard anybody from the GOP call him out about it.
The question: You sold crack before? Are there different types of crack?
No, I never knew that there was different types of crack, and that's what was so entertaining about that. We are the most unserious country ever. I truly don't even know how shows like SNL are still on because everything is a spoof. But real life is funnier. I didn't know there was types of crack. Like, what level of privilege do you have to be able to get different types of crack? Like, is there a crack in Robbins? Like, do folks go so they can get 31 flavors of that fried cocaine?
I don't know. Can you fry crack? Can you grill crack? Is it jerk
crack? Well, you can fry coke. That's all crack is fried cocaine. And what flavors do they have? Is it like peanut butter blossom crack, non-dairy mint choco chunk crack? You know what I mean? Chocolate mousse crack royale. What do they have, huh? Old-fashioned butter pecan crack, Oreo cookies and cream crack, huh? Chocolate cherry bark crack, mint chocolate chip crack. What type of crack is it, Hunter?
Maybe they were talking about the potency of the crack, because you can step on it. Maybe some a little bit stronger, not stronger. I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah. I just like, damn, boy, white privilege must be real for real when you can get different types of crack. They only had one type of crack when I was growing up. Damn.
Just plain basic good old crack.
Plain basic vanilla crack. Just the plain basic vanilla. We ain't even get vanilla chocolate or strawberry, just straight vanilla.
Jesus.
So what'd you say? You said they went Joe, what'd they do? They went Joe Clark on to play that red?
You smoke crack, don't you? You smoke crack, don't you?
I'm trying to tell you. That's all I was missing. That's how that reporter ain't got no sense of culture.
Right.
If he had a sense of culture, because he was asking great questions. Right. All the questions leading up to it, but you got to end it with that joke. You smoke crack, don't you? You smoke crack, don't you, boy? If he'd have ended it with Joe Clark, legend. Legend.
So y'all don't take anything serious.
No, we don't.
That's your problem.
No, we don't. This is America's. This is the series finale of America. Okay, final act. So let's enjoy it.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah, definitely was a mess. But overall, the House Oversight Committee did vote 25-21 to approve a resolution holding Hunter Biden in contempt. So we'll just continue to keep following. But yesterday was very entertaining. And so much more was said. Charlamagne, before we get out of there, what they were saying about erections and showing penis pics?
Everybody was just messing up. Like, I saw somebody calling out somebody for showing penis pics, and then I saw Rashida Tlaib. We got that clip? We don't have that clip. Oh, Rashida Tlaib was just like, Donald Trump, something erection. It was just wild. Like, it was just a wild time yesterday in Congress.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that is Front Page News. Thank you, Tez.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And make sure you subscribe to Tezlyn Figaro's podcast, the Straight Shot No Chaser podcast on the Black Effect iHeartRadio podcast network, and follow at Tezlyn Figaro on all social media platforms.
All right. Now, when we come back, Angela Rye, Tiffany Cross, and Andrew Gillum will be joining us. They got a new podcast, the Native Land Podcast, so we're going to chop it up with them next. So don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.